This video will go into detail about territories that are on or a part of the African continent that are controlled by a country on another continent, mainly Europe. There's about a dozen. Some are autonomous, meaning they make their own laws, but their defense, their military, is handled by the controlling state. Others are essentially an extension of the controlling state. So with that said, let's get into it. We'll go counterclockwise around the continent, starting with 3 Spanish territories. Spanish is the main language in all 3, but French, Arabic, and English are also spoken there. Melilla is in North Africa on a tip of Morocco across from mainland Spain. The territory is small but has a commercial airport. 87,000 people live there. There is roughly a 7-mile barbed wire fence along the border with Morocco that aims to curb illegal immigration from other parts of Africa. It's an ongoing issue. The fence has been there for more than 20 years. Melilla and the next territory, Ceuta, have long been a source of tension between Morocco and Spain. Roughly 200 miles northwest along the Moroccan coast, there is Ceuta, Spain. It has a size and population compared to Melilla, with an estimated 90,000 people living there. Ceuta does not have its own airport. You have to get there by ferry. Mainland Spain is close by, about 11 miles away. There is also a border fence around Ceuta. A road border checkpoint allows for some travel between Ceuta and Morocco. Let's go into the Atlantic Ocean, where we find another Spanish territory, the Canary Islands, which are the most populated territory. About 2 million people live on the islands. Tourism is big there. About a third of the territory's GDP comes from tourism. Also in the Atlantic, there are the Portuguese territories of Madeira and Azores. The main language is Portuguese. The Portuguese settled in the territory centuries ago. Madeira has a population of 250,000. About 200,000 people live in the Azores. The territory is made up of 9 volcanic islands. It is known as the Hawaii of Europe, so not surprisingly, tourism is a significant part of its economy. Let's head down to the South Atlantic, where we find a British overseas territory that is part of the African continent. St. Helena, Ascension, and Tristan da Cunha, a group of islands that are so far from anything else, about 1,200 miles from the coast of Africa and even further from any other place. They have a population of about 5,000. The first commercial flights there began just around 2017. The English have been on the territories for centuries. English is the official language. Let's go to the other side of Africa, into the Indian Ocean, where France has a few territories that are geographically a part of the African continent. There is the French Southern and Antarctic lands that are way down in the southern part of the Indian Ocean near Antarctica. No permanent inhabitants there. On average, a few hundred military personnel and scientific researchers are there at any given time. French territory Réunion is further north off the coast of southeastern Africa. It has a population of more than 800,000. The islands are said to have been uninhabited until the 1600s, when the French settled there. French is the official language, but French Creole is widely spoken. There is a sizable population of people of African, Chinese, and Indian origins, among others. Most of the population is Christian. Mayotte is on the other side of Madagascar, close to mainland Africa. It is smaller than Réunion, less than half of Réunion's population, with about 300,000 people living on the islands. French is the official language. The French gained colonial control of Mayotte in the mid-1800s. It is written that Arabs were in control for a long time before that, which may explain why the majority religion in Mayotte is Islam. In a 1974 referendum, the territory voted to stay with France, while other French territories nearby, such as the Comoros, voted for independence. Last but not least, let's travel north, where we find the Socotra archipelago off the shores of Yemen and Somalia. The islands are a part of the Republic of Yemen, although in recent years, due to conflict, the UAE and Saudi Arabia have established military presence there. The population there is about 60,000, mostly people native to the region. Socotra is considered a jewel of biodiversity. About a third of plant life there is unique to the islands. In 2008, Socotra was recognized by UNESCO as a World Natural Heritage Site. This is Eyes on Africa on Hermela TV. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share, and let me know what you think of this video in the comments below.